Hey, Superintendent Eric Sobotta here. Last year, going into the new year, which would have been 2022, I did a top 10 list of things to look forward to for 2022. Seemed to be pretty well received, so I thought I'd do the same thing again. And so this is a list, just 10 things that are kind of top of mind for me going into the 2023 calendar year for the Reardon-Edwall School District. So I would say number 10 would be our nutrition services program. Excited, we did a student survey last spring, got a lot of feedback from that. Um, Nutrition staff committed to doing more scratch cooking. We're going to be doing a site visit to another school coming up here in March. Just excited about the trajectory of our nutrition services program and the hardworking staff that are in our kitchen and up in the commons. I would say number 9 would be our options program. And so our options program continues to grow. That's options for families that want to school from home or have something a little different than traditional, have online. But we introduced some Lego STEM Lego robotic stuff. We've got Trout in the classroom starting up in the next week or so. So just excited about our options program and where we're headed there. I'd say number 8 would be our athletics program. We thank you for all the feedback, the survey that you did about 6 months ago. We came up with these statements. You might see this poster around our facility. It has a number of different things, including goals, commitments, measures of success, but the bottom line is that our student athletes will demonstrate excellence in the classroom, community, and in competition. So number 8 is athletics. Number 7, I wrote on my notes here, financial stewardship. And so we've tried to do our best. Finance Director Justin Flaw, myself, the board, and stewarding our finances well. Justin has done a phenomenal job getting grant money for us. Most recently, a $200,000 plus grant for digital improvements that included upgrading our high school library that we're now calling the 101st Innovation Center. But financial stewardship would be number 7. Number 6, I have as continuing to improve our climate and culture. On our Reardon Promise document that I have here, if you've got this handy, you'll notice the measures of success are the key measurements on the data dashboard. And one of those is staff customer service. And so we surveyed our families, and I've got some of that up here on my computer, but we surveyed our families this past fall, asked them the question. One of the questions was, I feel welcome at this school. We had 60% say almost always true, 22% often true, 10% sometimes true, and then a sliver of a percentage on seldom true or almost never true. So about 92% of our families do say they feel welcome at school, but we want that to be 100. So if you ever have feedback for us, we'd love that. We want all of our families to feel, not only feel, but be true partners in the educational experience with us. So we're going to continue to work on that customer service piece, that partnership with our families. Number 5 I have is facilities. And so bottom line is we're out of space for facilities. We have a vintage 1979 high school. It's in great condition for the year it was built because of our awesome maintenance department, but we are out of space and we are needing to have that long-term facilities plan in place. So almost right out of the gate this calendar year, we're going to establish a long-term facilities planning team that will include students, parents, and community members, as well as staff. Actually, it'll be a topic of conversation at our board workshop next Monday. So facilities number 5. 4 I have is mental health. And so we know from the feedback that we received on our Healthy Youth Survey, internal surveys of students, we need to continue to focus on supporting the mental health of our students and staff. And so we'll continue to do that. We've added a half-time position, behavioral health student assistance professional. I'm working with the Lincoln County Department of Health on some other avenues to provide support. But number 4, and it might even be number 1 really, is the mental health, the wellness of our students and staff. So we'll continue to focus on that moving into this calendar year. Number 3, I wrote as every student. Really, that's our promise, is we promise to be all in on ensuring that every student is known, loved, and learning. And so by every student, we mean every student. And so if you don't know how your students are doing academically, please reach out to us. We want to continue to partner, but it's knowing their gifts and talents, knowing them deeply, loving them, which is really what's in their best interest, and then learning to their full potential. And so that includes things like a survey we recently did in our secondary, thanks to Matt Balance and the team, that asked the teachers kind of pointed questions on how well they know each and every student. They had to go through every student. And then we had students, we surveyed students and asked them, what are the, who are the trusting and caring adults in your school system? And so gathering that data, Debbie Newsom, our middle school principal, has been talking to students one-on-one about their school experience. Maybe not surprising is the students that are struggling right now academically are a grade. They're saying to Debbie, yeah, it's not the content. I've got too much going on outside of school, or I don't care for one reason or another. And so we're trying to work with the students that way. But it's about every student in our system having what they need to be successful. And so we're going to continue to work on that. Known, loved, and learning. Number 2 I have is listening. Last February, so almost a year ago now, we started to engage with filmmaker Aaron Christopher around this topic of listening to our students. And so from that, community group started. We've been working as a staff, as a school district, around active listening strategies. And we're hoping to have Aaron back again in February to continue this active listening work. Ideally, we continue to train high school students on those active listening skills. And then like I said, ideally, those students would then train like the middle school students on how to engage in active listening. Frankly, I think we all could do a better job of listening. I know I could. And so that's just one of the core initiatives going into 2023 is continuing to listen to our students, building those skills amongst students and staff. I think our students are really going to drive that work. So looking forward to that. Last and number 1 on my list was school security. We're doing everything we can and will continue to do to keep our school as safe and secure as possible. So Security Director Brad Eiler, School Resource Officer Melissa Faust, that core group of staff are our specialized student support team. Upriver is, like I say, as Upriver is listening to our students, getting to know them well. Those are all safety measures as well. But then downriver from that is we just recently upgraded our security cameras. We did a big project over Christmas break here that I won't talk about right now, but invested tens of thousands of dollars in security upgrades even over break here. So number 1, continuing to keep our school as safe and secure as possible. So anyway, I hope that's about 9 minutes, top 10 list. Hope you enjoy it. Please do reach out if you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, feedback. This is your school district. We're here for the kids. We're all in this together. Our mantra this year is stronger together. So thanks for being part of our school community. Have a great 2023.